Good morning to everyone. This time we are going to do an integration with Runative. I'm pretty sure that many of you have heard about them, and the ones that didn't, well, you just did actually. Runative, it's a traffic source on LandingTrack, obviously, one of the API integrate ones, and you can run tons of campaigns with them with the following ad formats: native, push, the main ones. Working good with dating, gaming, sweeps, and NUTRA offers. And the rest will be done by LandingTrack. So we just need to go to the traffic source session. We showed you before how to do the integration with traffic stars, with PopCache, and with Propeller ads. But in this time, we are going to connect Runative. Let's look for it. There you go. So in this case, we need the user, the password, the client, and the secret. Where do we find them? We just need to go to Runative. We do the login. And here on the button advertiser, we click on tracking and API. So here we have all the dynamic parameters for the campaign URL, although you can have a look, of course, but you have them all on LandingTrack. We have the server to server over here that we can have a look later on, and Runative API over here. So this is a client ID. We just need to copy back on LandingTrack. We paste it, and then the client secret. Copy, paste. I love it. Okay, we just need the user and the password. The ones that you use to log in on Runative. Being that, we just need to click on connect. There you go. Check API, portal credentials, double check API. And now it's already connected. Just to refresh, if we click on Runative name, then button refresh, LandingTrack will be calling Runative account and checking for all the campaigns that you have there. So let's go back on the meantime. This might take a little bit. We want to notify, well, first, let's have a look of the URL tokens. By default, you will have all of them. Remember, S equal is the parameter from LandingTrack. Meanwhile, @spot ID is the token that belongs to Runative. The same for creative ID, the cost, and so on. And if you want to add more, just click on the parameter section and add the one that you need to be tracked. And this one, the browser ID. Outgoing postback. So, as we saw before, back on Runative, server-to-server tracking, select it, and back here we just need to paste it. And important, always replace the token. In this case, by Pete, only 2 brackets. And then we save. And now it's the time to create a dimension. Let's go on the menu. Those are the ones that we showed to you in the last videos. And then new dimension, create dimension like a boss, test for Runative. You're going to add all the offers and then create. Okay, there are the offers. Let's get the get campaign URL. We select Runative. We encrypt the portal name. We are going to use partner banners. And this is our domain. It's going to be adult. So I'm going to copy the full name. It is mandatory. Copy the full name. You cannot add, you cannot remove, just exactly as it is. We go to Runative, advertiser, create campaign. Campaign name, our dimension. Add format, we are going to do push. Countries, I don't know, perhaps Germany. This is just an example. So groups, we don't have targeting. Languages, all open. It's a blacklist, so we don't want to miss anything. Settling, nothing. Audience, not much. pricing at CPC. We're going to pay 0.01. It's okay for the test. Then we have the ads. First, we need to upload the icon. Okay, we just add our image, our creative, and we need to write the title and the headline. But first, we are going to add the click URL. Let's go back to the dimension, select the whole campaign URL, we paste it here, and now it's done. It should be enough, and then we saved. Oops, this image is not. Okay, one sec. Okay, we just changed the size for this one, and now we save. Let's wait. Oh, damn it. Okay, campaign created. This is the ID. We copy, we go back to the dimension profile, we click on the sync button, we select Runative, then we paste ID and search. There you go, it's pending. Cool. So meanwhile, we wait for the traffic. We are going to check on the bottom edit under configuration. We don't have any flow. This is the balancer, how we want to distribute the traffic according to the offers that we have. In this case, we are going to activate the bot control. We are going to save. We are going to set up a daily budget here on optimization rules. We can pause the campaign based on the negative global profit, which means I'm willing to lose $50 in total. And I'm going to set up -10 per day. And if the campaign gets paused, then I will reactivate it automatically the next day. And finally, I don't want to target the following hours. So the campaign will run from 7 a.m. till midnight. We saved. And the next step will be optimizations over here. So create new rule set, non-converting websites. For example, it's going to be applying in this case for the source, not the banners. We save, and first want to say that if cost is greater than, if we remember, I think that we fakely we're getting paid 0.50. We have 3 offers, so maybe let's go for 0.25, well, 35. And if leads are less than 1, which means 0 conversions, no money at all, we saved. Then LandingTrack, now we activate it, then LandingTrack will be blocking. So we're gonna keep another one for the source, and in case that we make 1 conversion, so if leads are greater than 0, we all know that it's at least 1, and if the next one will be the ROI. It's less than 25%. Then we saved. So whatever is below, then we activate. Whatever is below 25% of the ROI for that website ID, it will be blocked automatically. Then we check the offers. Okay, we are already receiving some clicks, I guess that from Runative bots, checking our campaigns. For the moment, we don't need to create any path, but just in case, because now all the traffic will be coming right to the fallback. It will rotate, as you can see, equally based on real-time dCPM. But if you need to create any filter, any kind of filter, like, for example, if I want to get only Android for this specific one, then I create it. Now it's completely disabled. I'm gonna click on Add Filters, and I'm gonna say Operating System Android. And I'm gonna make it enable, and then save. We have a bunch of filters that I'm gonna keep it simple. So right now, every single click coming from Android will go to this offer. And if it's not Android, then it will go to the fallback offers that we have here. Okay, then we check the sources. That's right. This is the Runative bot controlling our material. And that would be all. That would be all. We just need to wait to have the status changed to active and wait for the traffic. Let's have a look at the dimension. Here's our dimension. We have over here the logo of Runative and the status is pending. So that would be all. Wait a minute. Now that we have the campaign running, they approved pretty quickly. Let's have a look. Now it's Runative is active. Let's check on Runative. It's active. Cool. So next, we have received 24 visits, spent 0.16. Let's have a look into the dimension. The 24 visits, 0.16. On offers. Offers are not going through API. It's actually measured by the token, by the clicks. So it shouldn't not match, but I think we are pretty aligned and everything is coming from Android. Cool. Then we check the sources, which are coming through API. This is the total, 24 visits and 0.16, with all the impressions and everything that we are receiving right now. And then we have the banners. On the banners, this is the only banner that we place. Remember that we just upload the logo of LandingTrack. 16 visits over here, and this is the cost. Perfect. Profile. So what I'm going to do is to pause the campaign from LandingTrack. Okay, now it's paused. We shouldn't get more clicks. Let's have a look on Runative. Refresh. The campaign has been paused. Cool. Okay, so this is automation and how actually can help you on your daily activity. I hope you enjoy the video. And if you like it, just follow us. If you don't, it's up to you. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.